timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before but didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's the option play going left. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be an 11-yard pickup. He does it himself, and it brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this defense delivers a turnover on first drive of the afternoon. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
The Bengals at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They start on the ground with Robinson here.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Williams to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
11.
Here's Burrow. Complete. Smith has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here hauled in by Cup.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he is...
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, and go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. PTO, I gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me.
From the home of the 2021 AFC champs, there's a look inside newly named Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. They find some open field. There he goes, left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go.
On third down, Robinson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On their own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
He's gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Williams. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Now it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. They needed 4, he doubled down. He wound up getting 8. The Bengals at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Now Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. Down inside the 10. Touchdown Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, they give us a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way nowadays.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Now Burrow on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. They go play action with Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Burrow will throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, see, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
A gain of 8 there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll drop to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 65 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals, JD.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the 2nd quarter, my goodness.
The expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 64 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, able to avoid him. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out on Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Past the 20. Touchdown. Cooper Kupp halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it is 42-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. timeout set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. He'll keep it himself. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Here we go. 2nd and 9. Second down and a run by Robinson. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A solid stiff arm. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah. Right? Touchdown, Bengals. Cooper Kupp, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a round is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And now here's another interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Mixon will get it to start the second half. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Again, it'll be Robinson. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
They'll look to throw here. The quick slant caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down. Again, it's Mixon. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Burrow keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Bengals drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got now. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Jalen Hawkins is there to bring him down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, if a clip and save and show them, you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a real priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Robinson with another carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official wouldn't think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, Mike. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive point for his team.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now a play fake here on first down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Back to throw here. He finds Robinson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They attempted the fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Here we go.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over